Retirement. It's what we all look forward to, but have you actually thought about what all you need to do now to retire strong? Today's Your Dime sponsor, it's Rooted Wealth Advisors, and joining me is Duke Smith, the Chief Retirement Strategist and Investment Advisor Representative. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
All right, let's talk a little bit about retirement and what we need to do to get on the right path to retiring strong.
Yeah, we've got a few tips for you today. Really, the first tip that we always talk about is you have to plan. You have to start looking at, all the X's and O's of it. When are we going to retire? How much do we want in retirement? What we want to do in retirement. And really the crazy thing is most people spend more time planning vacations than they do planning their own retirement. And in reality, retirement could be 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of factors that we could consider, starting with that, having a plan, having a good strategy, but probably don't delay on those plans.
Absolutely. The quicker you can start, the better. The best time to start is today, but we really want to start as soon as possible. That way we can have as much control over things as possible.
Okay, one of your other tips is stick to a budget. That's tough, Duke. Come on now.
Yeah, budgets are tough these days. We've got temptations like online shopping. There's always advertisements coming across for new trips, new technology, new cars, all kinds of stuff that's out there tempting us. But really sticking to a budget's key, because it's hard to plan when we don't know how much money we're going to need in retirement, especially when we're living off of a fixed income.
Yeah, and that goes along right with your next tip, which is plan wisely.
Absolutely. And when it comes to that income plan, we have to consider a lot of things. The biggest one is health care, because that is an unexpected cost. We don't know how much that's going to be in retirement, but it's something we have to plan for. Are we going to need to go into a nursing home for a few years? Or are we going to get lucky and not have to do that? So that's a big cost. Another thing we need to take into consideration is taxes. Because taxes, nobody can save you more money than the tax man can. So we got to be planning for taxes.
Yeah, tax efficient strategies is your next tip. We've already talked about healthcare costs. Updating your plan on a regular basis. Why do we need to do that?
Things change in life, and we have to update the plan as things change. We sit down with all of our clients at least once a year, try to talk to them 2 or 3 times per year just to see, are we spending more money than we thought? Are we spending less money than we thought? And constantly updating that plan. That not only goes for the income plan, but we also have to think about things like estate planning. Can't tell you how many times we've taken a look and somebody's got an old will that they created a while back, and they haven't ever updated it since they got it. Same with things like beneficiaries. Maybe a spouse passes away, maybe you get a divorce, all those sorts of things. You have to constantly update that plan, update beneficiaries, and all the other things that go along with it.
Yeah, good tip there. Okay, let's talk Social Security benefits. We want to make sure we're optimizing those.
Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people forget about is Social Security, because you're going to get it while you're alive. And once you're past, you don't. So we have to figure out when is the best time to take it. Now, we obviously don't have that crystal ball, but we could take it as early as 62. We could wait as long as 70, but we have to really figure out, based on our other income streams, what the best strategy is for taking Social Security.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about the physical things that we can actually do, but we also need to be emotionally ready for planning in retirement.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many people I've talked to that come in and say, I'm just not one of those sit-at-home people. And for a lot of folks, that's not the case. They can't just go from working 40, 50 hours a week to sitting on the couch watching TV every day. So you have to have some goals, some plan for what you're going to do in retirement. There's a lot of things that you need to think about.
Yeah, and there are some other things to be thinking about. We didn't cover them all, but I'm sure that they can find them in this guide you've put together.
Yep, we do have a little guide that provides you with some extra tips that we didn't talk about today. It's called our Playbook for Retirement. You can get that by going to Playbook, the number 4, retirement.com.
All right, great tips when we want to plan wisely for the future in our golden years and have a happy retirement. Duke, thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
We'll have all the information on how you can get your hands on a copy of that guide and connect you with the team at Rooted Wealth Advisors at CILiving.tv.